7 years ago, Ina vanished without a trace. Now she's back, and so is he, the man she tried to forget, the secret she never escaped. In a town full of memories, one dangerous game is about to begin. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Every story here is short but meaningful, crafted to inspire, connect, and maybe even change the way you see things. So sit back, relax, and let today's story take you somewhere new. Let's begin. The sound of wheels touching the tarmac jolted Ina awake. The plane had landed. Home. After 7 long years, she was finally back. Her heart, once shattered into unrecognizable pieces, beat quietly in her chest as she looked out the window. The skyline hadn't changed, but everything else had. She tightened her grip on her bag as she walked out of the airport, taking in the scent of her hometown. Earthy, nostalgic, and laced with bittersweet memories. She had run away once, clutching her broken heart, unable to stay in the same place as the man who had unknowingly wrecked her. Her brother's best friend, her first love, her downfall. 7 years ago, Ina had left in silence, hiding the tears, the betrayal, and the heartbreak behind her bright smile. Her family thought she was chasing dreams, but she was merely escaping a nightmare, dressed in the face she loved most. At 10, he had saved her from bullies, picking up her broken glasses from the mud and glaring at the kids with fire in his eyes. From that day, she had called him her hero. At 16, she had fallen in love with the way he read books under the oak tree in their backyard. At 19, she had confessed her love, only to be met with a cold, distant silence. A betrayal followed. Her brother, her friend, and the boy she adored. They had all kept secrets from her. And one drunken night, one overheard conversation, and one broken promise later, she had packed her bags and vanished. Now, at 26, Ina returned with a degree in international literature, a teaching offer at the local university, and a heart sewn together by time. She had buried her past, or so she thought.
Ina!
She turned to see her brother, Evan, waving excitedly, his wife beside him, their toddler on her hip. The reunion was warm, filled with tears and laughter. They drove her to their family home, where everything felt frozen in time, including the photo of 3 kids under the oak tree. 3 kids: Evan, Ina, and Tim. Leon Vale had become a ghost in tabloids and whispers. Once a promising tech genius, now a ruthless billionaire. Stories swirled about boardroom wars, hostile takeovers, and a man with a heart forged from ice. But no one knew the truth. No one knew that the cold fire in his eyes had started burning the night she left. Leon stared at the photo on his desk, the one with the girl laughing under the sun, sunflower tucked behind her ear, freckles dancing across her cheeks. He had never replaced it, not in 7 years. He had built an empire, conquered the world, but never found peace. Because the only thing he wanted was gone. His sunflower. And now, she was back. Their first meeting was accidental. Ina had gone to the bookstore downtown when the storm hit. As she struggled with her umbrella, Sally umbrella, a black car stopped beside her, window rolling down.
Need a ride?
That voice. Her body froze. She hadn't heard it in years but could never forget it. Leon Vale. He looked the same, and yet so different. Sharper, colder. His eyes, once full of light, now held shadows. But when they landed on her, something flickered.
No, thank you,
she said firmly, turning away. He didn't drive off.
Get in, Ina.
His voice was steel, but underneath it, a tremor. She hesitated, then shook her head and walked away. But that night, Her dreams betrayed her, filling with memories she had spent years locking away. Leon had waited. He had watched. But now, he would act. He offered a donation to the university, under the condition of hosting a guest lecture. The guest? Himself. His presence was suffocating. Ina could feel his gaze in every corner of the hall. After the lecture, he asked to speak with her.
Why now?
She asked, arms crossed.
Because I can't run anymore.
He said, voice low.
And I can't let you run either.
She laughed bitterly.
You let me run once. You said nothing.
Because I was scared. I was broken. And I thought you deserved better.
You don't get to decide that.
A pause.
You're right. But I get to try now.
Leon began his game. Flowers delivered to her office. Her favorite coffee waiting on her porch. A scholarship program launched under her name. Whispers spread like wildfire. The devil was courting a sunflower. Ina tried to resist. She reminded herself of the pain, the betrayal. But behind Leon's walls, she glimpsed the boy who had once saved her, the man who still carried her photo in his wallet. One night, she confronted him.
Why me, Leon? Why now?
He looked at her with haunted eyes.
Because you're the only light I ever had. And when you left, I realized I had burned it out myself.
You think you can just win me back with grand gestures?
No, but I can show you I'm no longer the boy who hurt you.
Silence.
I don't need a savior,
She whispered. He stepped closer.
Then let me be the man who walks beside you. Not in front, not behind.
The months passed, and the walls between them crumbled. Slowly, carefully, Ina began to see Leon, not as the man who had broken her, but as one who had shattered himself too. One autumn morning, under the same oak tree from their childhood, he knelt down, not with a ring, but a notebook. Inside were pages of letters, one for each year she had been gone. She wept as she read them.
I loved you even then,
She said, voice trembling.
And I never stopped.
He replied. Years later, their story became the cornerstone of the scholarship foundation they built together. The Sunflower Initiative, a program for students healing from emotional trauma. They traveled the world, taught together, and proved that even the darkest souls could be lit by love, if one dared to stay. You've walked through heartbreak, silence, and second chances with Ina and Leon. You've seen how love, once lost in the fire of betrayal, can rise again stronger, softer, and braver than before. This wasn't just a story about falling in love. It was about healing, about the courage to face your past, about forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. Ina dared to return. Leon dared to change. And together, they proved that even in a world built on scars and shadows, love can still grow, if you're willing to fight for it. But every ending is just the beginning, because in the devil's world, love is only the first move. Remember, in the game of love and power, no one ever truly wins, but some learn to fight together. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. It truly means the world to me. Whether you're a longtime viewer or just discovered these stories, I'm so grateful you're here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories. Thanks again, you're the heart of this channel.